Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Premier League Show with Borche and myself. Borche, brother, how you going, man?
Not too bad, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, always nice being on set, I love it.
Another week just wrapped up after this morning's game with Arsenal.
Great result from Arsenal, of course.
Yeah, they ended up winning, so hopefully some of you guys had some Arsenal plays in there.
Yeah, I advised Lacazette, but that didn't necessarily...
Hey, we still got a couple of weeks. Guys, if you haven't checked out our last video, we did we picked our players for the next five or so rounds, and we also gave like a fixture update on some of the teams, and also we gave you guys a budget play, so make sure you go check it up. I'll put the link up the top here, just give it a click. Also give it a like as well, yeah? Now today, before we start off on our show of Game Week 10 and also reviewing last week's results, we have finally got our trophy in, guys. We have finally got the trophy, and we will be revealing it. Remember, guys, the winner of the Football Capital Cup will get the trophy. But make sure you guys are subscribed and also following us on Facebook, and leave your comments below with your name and what team your team is on in the league, so we can send the trophy out to you.
As Borche mentioned last episode, we have opened it again. To be announced. Oh, just show the bottom of it. Let's tease him. Oh, look at that. That's a bit naughty. Hide it, love.
You haven't even seen it.
Hide it, love. That's why it's a bit naughty. I don't want to see it before.
But yeah, like Rami just said, we have opened up our league again, so the code will be down the bottom, so make sure you join the league. Get involved and get a chance to win yourself a trophy at the end of the season.
We're at the moment at 90, so look.
At the moment at 90, and we'll see maybe...
What's this?
That's going to be the winner.
That's very...
the winner's plaque is here.
The trophy's out. It looks nice.
Rami,
it looks nice.
Do the honours of taking it out.
Are we showing him?
Yeah, we got it.
Are you sure?
We got it.
Oh my god. Have a look at
There's the trophy, guys. The winner will get that trophy.
The trophy.
Looks like from Marconi.
Looks like Marconi, eh? That looks schmicko, man.
Yeah, that's...
I don't leave it here. You guys can't see it, but I'm going to leave it right here. Actually, I'm not. I don't want to break it.
I'm going to break it. But yes, that's the trophy, guys. Again, make sure you join, you subscribe, like the video. We got a good response from our last video, so thanks for the support.
All the support, guys. Really appreciate it, man. It means a lot.
Yeah, let's get straight into our competition here. We got a new leader, and
Sam Sabsabi, Bossman. He's on 635. So
how's it going, Sam?
The Bossman, Sam Walkham. Philip Knoxy, unfortunately, you've knocked down to second now, but you're
still close.
Representing Fairfield Hotspur is pretty strong. But look, we'll have a look at the Bossman's team. He scored 52 for the week.
52.
Not too bad, above average.
Do you know what? I think this week everyone had probably the worst week.
Oh man, I had a nightmare of a week. I used the -4 and I got 40, which it's below average after the -4, above average before the -4. But it was a hard week, man. A lot of big players.
Everyone had a bad week, especially. I mean, all the players that we expected to perform didn't perform.
Yeah, but you know, one trend that has remained strong is defenders are getting the points still, even this week.
Yeah.
You look at Sam's team for the week. The Bossman, Robertson 8, Mendy 10. So that's 18 points in 2 players. You look at the rest of his squad, it's 2s and 1s all round. Mitrovic got him a 5. You know, Aguero got him a 6. Salah an 8, which is really good, but a lot of 2s and 1s and 3s. In my team, a lot of 2s and 1s. My backline saved me, same thing here.
What's his bench like? Let's go down, if you scroll down a bit.
Nothing, man.
There you go.
Saka 1, Westwood 1.
And look, most of them players usually get the points as well.
Yeah.
It was look, same here, Captain Aguero, I did as well, and
so
kind of saved me, got me, yeah. Mitrovic as well.
A lot of players I found Captain Hazard, which was a tricky one, because look, I won't lie to you, I thought Hazard was going to tear United to shreds, at least a goal, but he didn't. 1 point. A lot of people captain got 2 points, which was an interesting one. Another big one is the fixture we spoke about in the last episode, in the international break. We spoke about certain individuals and certain fixtures coming up in the coming weeks, and Crystal Palace was a big talking point about their next 5 fixtures, how hard they're going to be. Now this was their last week where it wasn't going to be so difficult.
Yeah, against Everton.
They still lost 2-0. Wan-Bissaka still didn't get points. Zaha still didn't get points. So Again, a big tip for me is get your Crystal Palace players out of there. I think it's a massive tip for me.
Change them up a bit, man. There's a few players there you can get in.
Definitely can.
Like for like, and maybe can get you or got some good fixtures coming up, and you can maybe pick up a bit more points.
Correct.
But if we go look at who had the most points, because like we said, it was a low-scoring week. Most of them in the 30s to low 40s.
Yeah, man. But the highest of the week was
Julian Edwards
on 65.
On 65. That's the highest in our competition.
Look at his back line.
There
like
you go.
I said.
We got Duffy, one of our players from
pick that I picked.
Pick of the week. We have one of our budget players.
Yep. Steve Cook with
Murray's,
6. Van Dijk with 8.
Richarlison there.
Look at that back line. 21 points between 3 players. That's 21 points out of his total 65. Do you know what I mean? And then you look at, Guerrero must have carried him over. Mahrez was a great addition to have.
But see, with City players, you don't know who. You can't pick it. It's very hard to pick.
What if I had Sterling in there? Yeah, you don't know. He also had Trippier on the bench for 6 points. So he could have had more points than he actually got, but did he use any boost? No, he didn't. So
he could have got, he could have.
65 points, not too bad. Again, the defender's pulling through for the teams. It's unbelievable, man. And he put his hand in the basket, pulled out a City ball, and it was Mahrez.
Mahrez, yeah, you could have picked anyone. You would have got points.
That's what I mean, man.
So 5 goals, 5 different goal scorers, clean sheet. That's interesting. Willian with 6 points.
Yeah.
How did he get 6 points?
Assist against. He assisted. That's right. He did assist at the first one. The Rudiger's goal.
Yeah, from the corner.
Yeah, that's right. But look,
it was very hard this week because I think the 3 most transferred in players, Doherty, Hazard, and there was one more. No, there was one more. The most transferred in players. Let's have a look here. So I think it was might have been Wilson as well. So it was the most transferred in for game week 9 was Doherty, Hazard, and Wilson.
Okay.
And they all hit 1 point only.
Flopped. Yeah, they all flopped.
And this is where a lot of people lost a lot of points.
Man.
Look, Bournemouth against Southampton. After last week's performance by Bournemouth, 4-0.
You would have thought they would have.
They're all getting the goals, everyone's getting on the score sheet there. Assist, goal. You expect that at least Wilson to get one or something, even with an assist.
And for Hazard, Chelsea's at home. They're peaking in form. United, they're copping goals, and Hazard didn't score any of the 2 goals.
Hazard wasn't even in the game. And Doherty ended up coming off.
That's right.
For the first time.
It's very hard. It's
2-0 down.
It's very difficult to pick, man.
And we spoke about how Wolverhampton don't really concede goals, and they got conceded 2 in 2 minutes.
It's tough, man.
So the three most transferred in players got nothing for no one.
And then you look at the most 3 transferred players in now after last game week. Martial scoring the double against Chelsea. Now, some people might be thinking, all right, Martial's finally. They're trying to find his form.
3 goals in two games.
Exactly right. He's found his form. He's now going to be a starter for United, which I think he will be now. Good option to have.
Yeah.
Mendy's a no-brainer.
Yeah, but Mendy's come back from that injury and he had that one game that I think he got
when you're
1 or 2 points.
When you're in City squad, 10 points this week.
Yeah, but he got that assist again.
And you know what? He could have got numerous assists, man. Yeah. The way he looks at attacking. And then Pereira
It makes sense,
Watford.
Pereira and Lacazette there. I mean, it makes sense of people putting in these players.
2 midfielders and a defender.
Well, you got to think, like you said with the 2 midfielders, a lot of people have transferred Mane out now because no one knows how long he's going to be out for.
Yeah.
So look, whoever put Pereira in the last week did well. I think we got 1 goal.
Yeah.
Nice outside foot finish.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, like we got it there. Mane
out. Alexander-Arnold out.
That's a weird one.
Alexander-Arnold's an interesting one.
Did he play last against Huddersfield?
That's a very interesting one, Alexander-Arnold out. Look,
because I know he was on the bench.
Robertson's a better option, but he didn't play. So
might be injured. He might be injured. I think he would have been on the bench. He might have been on the bench.
And Lucas Moura out.
Yeah, look, and then Harry Kane out in 5th there.
So look at that. In the top 4 spots of most transfer players out, 2 Liverpool players, 2 Tottenham players. You know what? 3 Tottenham players in the top 5. It's funny, Interesting.
Walker's City.
Sorry, City. Ex-Tottenham.
But he's injured.
He's injured. It makes sense to have him because he's injured because he's quite expensive defender, 6.6. But yeah, you can see there. Also, Lacazette and Wilson, the top 5 most transferred in for the week.
Pickford got player of the round with 15 points. So I think he got the most points this week. And
for the round.
Yeah, for the round, he got the most points for the round
15
there.
for the round,
points.
and it's from the keeper.
But they did well against they did play Crystal Palace, so he did make a few saves there, a few good saves as well.
That's right.
Clean sheet. I mean, we might do a fantasy video just on keepers, what keeper you should bring in, and we'll have a look at a few fixtures as well. Can we get to the go on.
Yeah, what I was going to say, if you look at for 2018-19 season so far, it's still Aguero and Hazard on the highest points thus far on 20.
The two hat tricks.
The two hat tricks. So that's 20 for a keeper.
Look at
15, that's brilliant.
Harry Maguire with the 18 came close. The closest.
Very close. That's right. In game week 7 for Leicester.
If we go just quickly to the dream team. See who was in the dream team this week. All the highest points, 113. That's probably the
lowest I've probably seen.
113? No,
134. Pickford in goals, 15.
Of course.
Keane, Rudiger, Mendy. That's 31 points in the back line. Look at that midfield, huh?
Martial, Fernandinho, Ozil. What a game by Ozil, coming back from injury.
Absolute performance. Capu and Doucouré. And then Reed and Aubameyang up front.
We've the Watford players. It's
tough, man. I had Doucouré in my team last year from the beginning all the way to the end.
They've got a good teams. They've got some good players in there that you can. They'll get you points, but they're up and down. They're like Bournemouth.
Look what I did last week. I put Troy Deeney in my squad, and he was injured.
He transferred Troy Deeney in at the start of the week.
I took Ozil out, put Troy Deeney.
And then Mane gets injured, and then Deeney gets injured
Fraser
somehow.
was meant to be injured, but he played.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick, man.
You gotta make sure when it's international week, guys. You make sure you wait to the last.
I made that
last
mistake.
second.
I got too excited. I was on my phone.
Don't wait to the last second like me and just completely forget about it.
Yeah, this guy did it 59 minutes before kickoff. Not an hour and 59 minutes.
59 minutes, yeah, fantastic.
But yeah, look, the dream team includes the two Arsenal players. Obviously, Ozil and Aubameyang linking up brilliantly.
Starting this morning.
Capu and Doucouré linking up brilliantly again against Wolves, and you have to have two City players in there, of course. Rudiger with 11, even though they ate 2 goals, he scored the goal.
Yeah,
so,
he scored a goal, yeah.
And Martial with the double, which was brilliant. I think brilliant option to have. And
he's got 15 points too, so I don't know why he didn't get the pick of the week.
Keeper maybe, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? But if you look at it, man, he's only been selected by 2.1% of all players in fantasy.
Look, I'm not surprised though.
Things we're gonna look for.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised.
How much is that going to go up now by?
If you look at his points the first couple of games, the first 4 games, he played only 59 minutes.
The last 2 games, 28 points.
And he started. Then the last 2 games he started.
83, and I think he will be
starting.
He
started against West Ham as well. And didn't do too well.
And you look at the next fixture, I think he's going to start against Everton at home.
Yeah, you got Everton and Bournemouth there.
I think Martial's
before the big game against Manchester City and then Crystal Palace. So, guys, maybe it is time to get some Man United players in. Myself and Rami, we've tried to avoid them. I've took out Sanchez. I've kept Lukaku in.
I think though I am.
You had De Gea for a bit, so did I. Yeah, but if you look at the next few fixtures, besides
Arsenal,
the next 5,
besides City,
so we've got Everton, Bournemouth, City's that hard one with Crystal Palace, and then we have Southampton. So 4 out of 5 look like winnable games if they play like that second half.
I think that's a huge tip.
Before they play against a big game at home against Arsenal.
I think it's a huge tip. If Martial's a good option, maybe Lukaku perhaps. Look at the cheaper options. I think personally Mata's going to have to start. That's my option. Mata's going to start again. You don't know with United again. You just don't know. But I would personally, I still steer clear from defensive players in United. I still think United that have goals they're going to eat, but I think they're going to dish them back, which is good. So I would avoid United's defenders, perhaps pick up some attacking players for United.
We'll see in the next couple of weeks. All right, before we wrap it up, let's check out the next fixtures for this week. So Brighton, Wolverhampton. Can Wolverhampton bounce back after that 2-0 loss?
Brighton good.
So hopefully maybe Doherty can get on the score sheet, maybe another assist.
Maybe Duffy for Brighton.
Or some maybe even Jimenez. He hasn't scored a lot of goals, but he's been getting. I think he has the most chances.
Yeah.
That he's had.
Fulham's at home to Bournemouth. I think it's still a good time to put Mitrovic in your squad. It's never a bad time to have Mitrovic.
Yeah.
They're at home
He got a great assist on the weekend.
Unbelievable. Liverpool's at home to Cardiff.
Yeah, definitely get your Liverpool players in for sure.
I think so. What is Mane still out? Mane must be out.
Could be. I wouldn't risk it. I think he's a couple of weeks.
If you have the money, of course, Salah's a good option. But maybe the likes of Firmino or something like that. You never know. It's tough again to pick a Liverpool player to put in the squad. They haven't been winning convincing lately. It's been on and off.
Southampton and Newcastle there. There's another
Southampton,
game.
now they're versus Newcastle.
Maybe
so
putting
that's an
Ings. Ings is a good option there.
I think Watford
Maybe,
against at home to Huddersfield is a good one as well, because Watford lost 2-0 last week.
Well, they're bouncing back now.
They won 2-0 last week. They want to bounce back and keep it going.
Yeah, but then again, Huddersfield, I think still without a win.
Still that 3 draws.
Yeah, three draws. Still without a win, so they're looking to try and get a win.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard for them, but I'll see how they go.
Leicester versus West Ham is a tricky one.
Yeah, I think two teams that are on par, two teams that are up and down.
If I really pick any. Oh, it's difficult again.
Look, if I got to choose, maybe I'll have Arnautovic. He's bound to score in the next couple of weeks. I think they got a few easy fixtures, maybe one tricky one, and the rest they got pretty easy.
Yeah.
But you never know, Arnautovic could be a great option there.
Burnley at home to Chelsea.
No brainer. Chelsea plays in.
Do you reckon?
100%.
Burnley at home, Chelsea win 8.
Captain Hazard. Captain your Hazard.
I think Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Captain your Aubameyang.
Captain Lacazette. Captain Ozil. Can we have more than 4 captains?
Captain all of Arsenal.
Captain everyone.
Every Arsenal's keeping captain.
Nah, look, it's gonna. I think it will be tricky for Arsenal, even though they've been playing some great football, especially that goal this morning. But yeah, look, I think Arsenal can get the job done there.
Yeah.
United against Everton. Everton, I think they've won 3 on the bounce now.
Yeah.
Look, United play some great football on the weekend. If they can keep that up, I really see us winning at home.
But again, once again, I've said it. United 8 goals, so it wouldn't be a terrible decision. It would be the worst thing if you had an Everton and a United attacking player.
Yeah.
You could get points for both.
And then the big one there.
The big one, the match of the week: Spurs at home to Man City, which is an interesting one. Because who do you put?
Look, is Harry Kane gonna get out of his goal drought? Is he gonna start performing? Are we gonna see some, or is Man City just gonna come out and
5-0 again?
See you later, get the job done, off you go?
Is it even though they're versing Spurs at home? Is it still not a bad choice to put someone like Mendy in your squad? Can they get goals? Will he assist more?
He could. Yeah, look, he's always up and down that wing as well, attacking. So it's.
But I think if you were to have a City defender, it's got to be someone that can attack like the way he does. Yeah. Especially with Walker out now as well. Walker's injured.
But yeah, look, it's a no-brainer. I think get your City players in regardless.
City, Liverpool players.
Yeah, City, Liverpool. It's hard, yeah. You look, even some of the smaller teams.
Watford.
Get some of your Watford players good, be good there. Maybe even
Mitrovic from Fulham.
Yeah, look, Mitrovic and Arnautovic. I reckon Jimenez maybe as well.
Salah,
Wilson,
you have the
King.
money.
I mean, again, Wilson and King can step up again. Fulham concede. I think the only team that haven't got a clean sheet
the whole season.
Year, so I think they've conceded the second most goals.
In the league.
I think just behind Huddersfield. I'm not too sure, but I think that's that. And Chelsea players. Get Chelsea players in. I think they're looking for a high result there, maybe 4-5-0 as well.
So just give the guys a reminder, what were your picks of the week last week for the next coming rounds? 5 rounds?
My picks were Doherty was my budget player, and I also had Mitrovic to put in my squad.
Which I think still great options.
They're still good options.
Because again, we looked at the next 5 weeks. We didn't look at the next round. We looked at the next 5 weeks. So
make sure you guys check out that video. Yeah, check out that video. You had Lacazette and Duffy. Duffy got 7 points this week. He did well.
Lacazette played well, but didn't get the points. Aubameyang stole the goals, which came off the bench to impact. But the next 5 rounds, so 4 rounds to go for our picks, and show them the trophy one more time.
Show them the trophy.
One more time. I promise you, it looks better in person. Oh, that looks sexy. Look at that.
Yes, you can win these, guys. Again, make sure you subscribe, yeah? Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you leave a comment with your name and your team name. If you haven't joined our league, join it as well. Yeah, guys, we'll see you next week.